Good afternoon. Is it afternoon? It is. Bear with me while I get the live feed up. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm just trying to get the live feed up so I can actually talk to everyone. Afternoon, Lee Parker. You're first here, I think. Yep. Oh, evening, I'm back. Mikey Daniel, how you doing, mate? Is it evening? Yeah, 20 to 6. Thought I'd do a live session, quick surprise one. Kind of celebrating being 10 years sober today. And the day before I went into rehab, I went to the cinema to watch Terminator Salvation, so I was quite happy with that. Shaky Channel, how you doing, mate? David Brown, how you doing? Mac Lee, how you doing? Krill Kuryushin, how you doing, mate? Richard Howard, how you doing? Etu Akola, thank you. Alan Cuthbert, how you doing? Yeah, I thought Daniel Crossland, how you doing? Simon Rich, hope you're all good. Yeah, I thought I'd do a live stream celebrating 10 years being sober. Especially for people that know my channel and have been subscribed to me for a while, you'll know that I've had issues in the past, but yeah, I've defeated alcohol up to now. So I went a bit. I pulled my pants down a bit, and I uploaded a song that I wrote about 7-8 years ago. So hopefully it hasn't put you off who I am. It's just something I wrote because I used to do a bit of rap. So what should we talk about? What should we get on with? We'll swap hats. I know that. This is my son's hat. Much better. So you liked the tune then, did you? A few people actually responded to my track alright, because some people expect it to be rap and they're like, oh my god, fucking hell, rap. But yeah, I like to think I've got a slight talent. So, Mikey Daniel, that Chernobyl, you've watched it then. It's insane how bad it was. That was some horrendous... Jesus, yeah. So, effing Amir on about the leaks that got debunked. I call bullshit from day one. I'm one of them as well, where at the moment, I don't give two hoots who says they know who, what, why, when, where in the cinema. It could quite easily, quite simply be someone that just has a real problem with the Terminator franchise and just wants to mess everything up. It then could be Tim Miller and that having a bit of a giggle with us. I mean, the trailer, I don't think they did that on purpose. I think they genuinely thought they was going to blow our minds with all the action and jumping around in the trailer. But with all these leaks and rumours and that could quite easily be Tim Miller paying someone to do it, or you know the score, don't you? So I was right. So I was right to say that the leaks were bullshit from day one, I think. Yeah, David Brown, misdirection, which is a good thing because then it gets us all going, whoa, what on earth, you know? So I'd rather have a bit of misdirection because I think I said it on the last live stream. I can't remember, but I have no respect for the people that want to go out and leak stuff. You know, they're not doing us any favours. It's all right having a laugh and a bubble, theorising and having a guess here and there, you know what I mean? But for someone to go in and think they're clever and leak the stuff is bullshit. It's it's very spiteful, I think. So, yeah. But Simon Rich says the teasers are always misleading. Yeah, they are. And the teaser we got, I haven't got a clue what they were trying to achieve. But, like I say, don't ever think I'm disrespecting the Terminator franchise, because I love the Terminator franchise. I just, I think it was difficult to be 100% blown away by the trailer, and I think it's because they've got Paramount up the bumholes, aren't they? Saying, "Oh, we've got to do this, that, and the other." Because I don't believe Tim Miller had 100% editorial rights to that trailer. I don't think he sat there and put it all together himself. He might have advertised, "Look what I'm doing," but they pay other people to do that. They ain't got time for that kind of stuff. It's the what is it? The bonus of being a director, whatever. You don't have to edit videos. Mikey Daniels loved the trailer, and that's fair enough. I've got to admit, I had no problem with the trailer, apart from the music in the background and the lack of gravity. But I think we'll be more convinced when we get the Red Band trailer, because we will get a Red Band trailer if it's a guaranteed R rating, which I put a video up on here, which is basically confirms that it is an R rating. If James Cameron isn't bullshitting us, it is an R rating. So we'll get the Red Band trailer, and hopefully that'll start blowing our minds. David Brown says he keeps telling himself to avoid trailers nowadays. Easier said than done. It's especially if you're interested in the franchise. I mean, the new Rambo, I managed to avoid that trailer up until the other day when I did my last live stream, because I'm not too interested. But a new Terminator or a new Arnold movie comes out, let's say, I'll be straight on the trailer. I can't help but have a nibble. Terminator T800. Hello, mate. Sorry if I've missed anyone for saying hello. Let's say hello to Unit 6. So, Mikey Daniels, Matt Lee, Shaky Channel Reviews, Lee Parker. Who else is there? Come on. Yeah, so Mikey Daniels, Shaky Channel Reviews, Mikey Daniels, Matt Lee and Lee Parker. Respect to you guys for joining me. Moderate fairly. If anyone swears, it's all good, no problem. If anyone's got constructive criticism, let them be constructive and criticise. Just no abuse. I don't think people should be abusing each other in the chat. That's Unit 6's job while I chat to you guys. So, yeah. Oh, Uber YouTuber. Sorry, mate. That's another member of Unit 6. Hello, The Void. So what's that about? Social justice warriors, Mikey Daniel. Uber YouTuber. The news is that the trailer, they've debunked the leaks, which so 90% of them are bullshit, which we knew anyway. If you've, it's just no. I can't see how they would release a trailer like that, and then they only just managed to piece that trailer together, and then they've got people seeing the whole movie, whether it be with people with dots on their heads and stuff like that for tracking or whatever. It's too complex a movie to be having test screenings at this early stage, I believe. And with the way that they kept the script away from everyone, you only got what you needed that day. So say Natalia Reyes was acting that day, she only got given what she was required for that day, the script. They went really balls out to keep the script secret, the plot secret, sorry. So, Uber YouTuber, will John be alive or dead? We don't know. If they're listening to us, then the fans, then they'll more than likely keep him alive. But that's another thing. This is what I was going to talk about. Does it really matter what we get anymore with a Terminator movie? Is it a case of the only way for the franchise to really thrive now is if, and tell me if I'm wrong, agree or disagree, but the only way that this franchise is going to survive really and really take off again is if we get the Future War movie that we've all been gagging for. Then this is the fans and this is people that even just know the franchise. I think we need a Future War to really make us, to start us off again. I think we need the Future War movie. What do you think? I think it's that case now. I think chasing the leader of the resistance around the streets of LA or Mexico or whatever, it's been done. We need the Future War. And I'm not saying Dark Fate will fail if it doesn't have much of a Future War in it. What I'm saying is I think for us to get in them seats in the cinema, we need that Future War that we've been promised. So, Josh Nitschke, I got an invite to a test screening for Aladdin on October the 22nd, and that just came out last month. A test screening 5 months early is highly possible. So you got what? Invited to a test screening in October, and it came out last month, so October, end of October, so November, December, January, February, March, April, May. So 7 months before, and you got invited to a test screen. That's it though. It depends. Yet again, it depends what kind of movie. I think it's. I mean, it's not 100%, is it, that these test screens are true? That's all I want to say, because if you think about it, there has been no real evidence, and if you go on Terminator fans, this guy, what is it, user Anon or whatever his name is, saying I 100% went, look, here's my ticket, but it's a printout ticket that I could make, anyone could make. It's so simply made. So I don't know. And then with there being about 20 different other stories of John alive, John dead, and nothing suggesting that it's nothing new. Everything we theorised, and I've said that before. So, I don't know. Guy Mork calls bullshit on him. Yeah, I call bullshit. I have done for ever since they've come out. So Alan Cuthbert agrees with that we need that Future War, a James Cameron Future War. It's definitely got to be a James Cameron Future War for the franchise to move forward in a manner that's going to draw in more than just us deep fans. Craig Shaw, afternoon, late again. Say hello to my two boys, Corey and Jay, who are huge Terminator fans. Hello, Corey. Hello, Jay. Tell your dad you've got to watch all the Terminator movies backwards. So, Genesis, Salvation, 3, 2, 1. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. 10 years ago, yesterday I watched Terminator Salvation in the cinema. The day before I went away to rehab to get off the alcohol 10 years ago. So James Cox, surely if you kill John at the start, it will totally make the T1 and T2 irrelevant. All the investment that we had for T2 for him to live literally destroyed in the first 2 minutes. Seems dumb at best. Seems risky at best. It's definitely a risk, but it also it does the what's the best way to describe it? Walking Dead thing where no one's safe anymore. It doesn't matter who you are, what you are. If you have got a sentient being, no matter what its name is, Skynet or whatever it's called, then it's going to get you eventually. I think you can't outwit it. Not in the present day. If you're really honest, you can't outwit an artificial intelligence that thinks at the rate it thinks. And I always forget what it thinks like. There's an actual saying that Arnie says. But yeah, so if you got it makes sense. Even though yes, we've invested in 1 and 2. If we really think about it, we've invested in Sarah Connor to survive, to give birth to John, and yes, to do whatever, but we could still keep the Terminator movie by investing our time into Sarah Connor, which we've got Sarah Connor in this. It might be her last hurrah in this, whether she survives or dies at the end, we don't know, but it's worth noting that we have at least one of the Connors in the movie all the way through. Let's see where we're at. So yeah, people are thinking that, right, I'm going to say spoiler warning, because I'm going to talk about the leaks, so I forgot to put it in the writing of the clicky to, what's it called, thumbnail, sorry, so I forgot to put in the thumbnail, spoiler warning. So the leaks, if they are true, which we don't think they are, but there's a scene where there's the black helicopter which has been crash landed on the beach in Guatemala with skulls and everything, and then apparently there's a load of T-800 units and what other units coming out of the ocean with the HKs, not that design though, the James Cameron design, them hovering over and then approaching, and that's for a future war scene. But we've also got that Guatemala beachfront area where John Connor apparently gets assassinated. And yes, if he does get assassinated in the beginning, it's a bit of a whoa. But that's probably what they're going for. They're probably going for the whoa factor. The Void. Sorry, Upside Down 6. Didn't hear. Where does the leak come from? I'm not sure where the initial leaks come from, but one of them's called Viewer Anon on Twitter. It is, and he reckons that he's definitely been there, and he's debunked he's apparently debunked some of the leaks, as far as I'm aware, and then they've been debunked further. But Viewer Anon, apparently he's the guy with the no, because he saw and predicted some stuff about Star Wars, but. This is another thing. Just because I'll say it, just for the people that have arrived, just because he saw something about Star Wars and was right, doesn't mean that he hasn't got a vendetta against the franchise, and said that he's seen this, that, and the other about John dying or John not dying or whatever. So, just because they've seen something doesn't mean their intentions are innocent. Yeah, if I keep looking down, it's because I'm looking at the screen to look at what people are saying. George Senev, it's smart speaker. Bluetooth speaker that change any colour I want it. And then that's a HK Hunter Killer from Terminator Salvation, which was out in the cinemas in the UK 10 years ago yesterday. James Cox, the leak geezer, needs a slap, definitely. I've got no time for people that are leaking stuff. They might like to think, I'm the first to say this, that and the other. I'm the one that did this, that and the other. You're a dickhead, that's what you are. So be the first at whatever. Leaking stuff to ruin it for people that enjoy any franchise is just a bitch move. Like I say, it's all right theorising and having a guess and trying to stick clues together and having a bit of fun with it. That's fine. You're guessing. You don't know if you're right or you're wrong. But for someone to actually, like I've said before, in the UK we get the movie a week before the US. I will not be coming on this channel and ruining it for you guys. I will come on and let you know whether I enjoyed it or not. I'm going to ask people as they come out of the theatre if they enjoyed it or not. But I will not be coming on here and saying, oh, this happened, that happened, so-and-so dies at the beginning or the end, or I will not be doing that. I'll just be having fun with you guys and, you know, yeah. I was going to as well, while I was on here, someone, who was it, Mr. Red Plaster, what do you think of the T2 book? Sorry if I can't see you, and the normal people I see are in the blue. They're my moderators. I normally get to see them easier. I'll try my best. What do I think of the book? T2. I love it. It's great. It basically tells you what's happened while they are Sarah Connor and the T800 with John are blowing up Cyberdyne, so it tells you about Miles Dyson's missus looking after the kids and that, and then what's going on from there, and then the story takes off from there. I was going to, but I don't know whether it's worth doing, is start reading this on this channel for people that are interested. I don't know if you are, so if you want me to start doing this bit section by section, the T2 Infiltrator, then let me know and I'll start doing the T2 Infiltrator book on this channel. So I don't know, gives a yes or a no. Should I do it? Should I not? Let me know. But it is an interesting book. It's good. It lets you know what's happened after T2. So Matt Krug, I don't think they've done a test screening. I don't think they have either. All the leaks are too easily put together. We've all theorised that before, and there's nothing new really. Yeah, shall I read the book as a series on this channel then? So yes or no, let me know, and then I'll do it, because I don't want to waste my time doing it if people aren't really interested. So let me know. So Shaky Channel Reviews says yes. Uber YouTuber says yes. Craig Shaw says yes. I'd say explains. Following the events of Terminator 2 Judgment Day, Sarah and John Connor flee to Paraguay to disappear. It seems they have escaped, but then one day Sarah spots an Arnold Terminator unit in the town square. A cat and mouse game ensues before she realises he is not a Terminator but the actual man. An ex-encounter terrorist named Dieter, whom the Terminators were modelled on, After Sarah shares her story with him, Dieter, I can't remember pronounce his name, Dieter tells her that Cyberdyne, the company which build the computers that will destroy civilization and create the Terminators, is up and running again, thanks to a backup system. So she, John, and Dieter set off to finish the job. But standing in their way is the most dangerous Terminator unit yet, and it can easily pass as human. It has all the resources of Cyberdyne, as well as several Arnold Terminators at its command, and its guise of a woman. So, let me know if we want to read that, and I will. Yeah, but it tells you about what happened after Cyberdyne. And I'll be honest, I've only read a quarter of it so far, so I'll enjoy doing it for you guys. So what I'll do is I'll do it as a series then, the Infiltrator series, and I'll put pictures and stuff, you know. Well, shall I do it as a fireside thing, or shall I do it as I'll do picture slideshow jobby? I'll find relevant pictures, I think. How old is it? It is 2001. So it's definitely well after. What, so you want me to do? Right, do you want me to do I'm sorry for keep asking, but I'd rather know, you see. Live or slideshow videos. So either live or as a series. So live or series. Yeah. I'm thinking series as well, and then the live sessions can be live sessions where we can all ask questions and that, can't we? So, yeah, we'll do it as a series then. Yeah, live would be... I think live sessions are for live sessions, aren't there? Would I box Arnold for charity? Probably not. No. I've had brain surgery. I had a brain hemorrhage, didn't I? So, yeah, so all Arnold has to do is punch me in the back of the head where I had my skull took off, and I will be in trouble. So, and you got to remember, Arnold is a T800. So they can punch through walls and stuff, and I don't really fancy being punched through a wall. So, yep, so we'll do Infiltrator series. What shall I call it? Aaron Orek, any news? Just that the leaks that have been going around are bullshit, which we knew anyway. Master Keith, can I do light sparring, or is that out of the question? I can spar. I do pad work still. I still do the circuit training and pad work. So I can still defend myself. It's just not a sensible... I probably would be alright if I had a fight. It's just being sensible about it. It's not worth pushing my luck, because obviously other boxers, they know how to punch as well, and all they have to do is get me with one decent blow near the back of my head, and then I'm fucked basically. So it's not a good idea. But more than likely, 70%, I'd be okay. I'd be perfectly fine. But it's just not worth the risk. That's what the surgeons said. So, the Void, yes, but Arnie is a nice T800. Well, even if he's a nice T800, if a T800 punches you, it'll go through your head, will it not? Yeah. Guyvanoid. Where did you get the HK from? I got it from Craig Jones. He is a subscriber who met up with me and says, look, I want to donate this to your channel. So I met up with him and he donated the HK plus other stuff to the channel just to help out. So I will get him to, well, I'll ask him, Craig Jones, can you inbox me at some point or let people know on here where to get HK like that from? It's pretty cool. It's Salvation, Terminator Salvation HK. So it's got landing gear. But yeah, it's pretty smart. So, how many of my Unit 6 are here? Let's have a look. Shaky Channel Reviews, Aaron Orek, Mikey Daniels, Mac Lee, Uber YouTuber, Craig Shaw, Lee Parker. If I've missed you, Unit 6, yeah, let's get a present off Unit 6. Instead of me having to scroll, let's see who's here. Unit 6. These are the guys that have donated to the channel and part of Unit 6. Donating to the channel makes you a moderator for the month or more. So let's see who's here. I've got quite a lot of us. Yeah. So this is TechCom Unit 6. That's who we are. We're the we've been fighting through the rubble. We're survivors. So yeah, glad to have you on board. Thank you guys for donating to the channel when you did. It helps out a lot. If you're here watching, can I get you to click the like button, help the channel out? Let's see the likes go up. Gmork Unit 0. Still respect, no problem. Are you a subscriber? There's a subscriber unit. Mikey Daniels has clicked like. Yep, the likes are going up. Respect to everyone. I thought I'd do, for the people that have just jumped on, I thought I'd do a surprise live session. I don't normally do them this early. I'm basically just celebrating being 10 years sober off the alcohol today. Malcolm Adelaide. Who's the Transinator? Brands for Tats, off topic, but I'm about to start Days Gone on PS4. Is that the zombie game? No, I've seen that zombie game. Yeah, sorry to go off topic, but yeah, that's where there's like hundreds and hundreds of zombies after you. That is insane. Yeah. I don't play computer games. I'm one of them that will quite happily watch someone playing a computer game, and I'll openly admit I'm shit. I ain't got time to get into stuff like that. It's just too, yeah. All the buttons are too complex now. You've got like 20 different odd buttons. I'll tell you what I do like the look of though. That new Call of Duty, that looks very, very intense. Randy Gilmore, is it cold in England? Yeah. Most of the time it's cold. I've just got back from a dog walk. That's why I've got my jacket on. Uber YouTuber, do I do any drugs like caffeine, nicotine? I like to have an energy drink. I like my energy drinks, but I don't smoke. I don't do any drugs of any sort, apart from my prescription that I'm on for when I had my stroke, my brain surgery, and when I crushed vertebrae in my spine. Apart from that, I don't do any recreational drugs. I don't drink. I don't smoke. None of that stuff. Brand of Tats. Any updates as far as when we'll get another Dark Fate trailer? Probably end of August. And that is normally, that's about the same time period. Basically, you get your first trailer, and then a couple of months after, and I looked into it. I can't remember off the top of my head now, but it's like 3 months after, something like that. It's crazy. We'll get another trailer, so we probably won't get one until the end of August. That's when we'll get the next trailer, which will hopefully and more than likely be a Red Band trailer. Sorry, just looking through questions. Thank you for people that have pressed like. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe to the channel. Have we had any good Terminator games? I've never ever played a Terminator game because I don't play computer games. So it's not a case of I don't want to. It's just I haven't had time for looking for Terminator games. So Terminator T800 enjoying the programme. Respect. I'm waiting on, what is it? News. Oh, I forgot now. Yeah, I'm waiting on news on the RoboCop as well, because that's the kind of hard R we want for Terminator. But you can tell by the trailer that even though we are going to get an R-rated Terminator Dark Fate, it's not going to be hard R like RoboCop. That's what we want. That's what we need. But we don't get that no more, do we? We don't get the blood pack splats and everything. So Mikey Daniel, RoboCop v Terminator computer game. I bet it wasn't too good, was it? It was pretty good. A lot of blood. I think I might have seen the RoboCop v Terminator game with loads of blood. I'm not too sure though. Oh, I've done it again. I need the charger again. I'm going to leave this camera here. I'm going to go and get my charger. I'll be back. Back with the charger. Again, I had this problem last time. Going live just soaks the life out of the camera. Yeah. Elimination 88, new subscriber. Thank you, mate, for subscribing. Sorry, I've gone a bit quiet. I'm just trying to think what to go on about because we've yeah. So apparently the rumours for the leaks are bullshit. I'm yet to check on them. Uber YouTuber, I would love to know why Danny Ramos is dressed and haircut like John Connor in this movie. I don't think it. I think that's just a coincidence. I think it's just because they'll be showing future war scenes and the relevance of Danny Ramos. I think you've got to separate the two. So giving Danny Ramos a shorter haircut for her being whatever she is in the future war, giving her shorter hair. And she looked filthy as well, didn't she? And then her long hair when she's being chased in the present day, it just gives it that yin and yang, so the difference. But I think it's just, I don't think there was aiming to make her look like John Connor, because some people were saying that, what was it? Yeah, that she might be disguising herself as John Connor to be a decoy or something, but I personally don't think, and we're talking reality and movie wise, but I think if you talk reality, it progresses into the movie anyway. So in reality, a machine isn't going to be bluffed by someone pretending to be someone else. I mean, we've got facial recognition, body scanning, so it's going to know the mass, the height, the weight, facial, everything of John Connor. And John Connor compared to Danny Ramos, a computer is just not going to have it, not even for a split second. So I think it's just coincidental or us over-analysing with Danny Ramos looking like John Connor in that behind the scenes. Yeah, I don't think it was supposed to be similar. I think, like I say, I think people just over-analysed it, so I wouldn't worry about that. Yeah. Translator v Brexit. I don't know. Is Michael Adderley trying to be funny? Malcolm Adderley. There you go. That Michael Adderley was starting to piss me off, so I've just timed him out. Yeah. Sorry about that. That's the first person I've timed out, I think. So, yeah. The Void. It will obviously be better than Genesis for the simple reason that the cast and the director are better. I'm sorry, I've lost it. So, The Void. It will obviously be better than Genesis for the simple reason that the cast and the director are better. Only Arnie was good in Genesis. Yeah, I agree. I think I said it in my last video as well, that we've got Genesis fever, haven't we, where we're so scared of what Genesis did and how bad that was, that it's gonna translate into this, and because we're seeing echoes of the Genesis in, well, we think we're seeing echoes of it in Dark Fate, Genesis in Dark Fate, we're getting paranoid, aren't we? And I think it's easier said than done, but we just need to forget about Genesis. I'm just going to take my jacket off because I'm a bit warm. Yeah. So yeah, we just need to forget about Genesis. But I firmly still believe, even though I've said I wasn't 100% happy with the trailer, and that was the music and the lack of gravity, I still believe we're going to get a great film. Like so, people that are here that if you're not aware that the Collider interview yet again, they God, I'm trying to read and do this. Yeah, so the Collider interview, basically, the bloke who was there saying that how good it was, that the trailer doesn't represent what he saw at the CinemaCon. So it's a good saying as well, in it, where people are you get these really mega trailers, and then you go and see the movie, and it just didn't represent the movie. And it's happened to a lot of films where they thought, wow, that trailer was absolutely mega, and then they get to the movie and the trailer literally was every good snippet out of the movie. So having a trailer that we're not 100% happy with might be that really, really good thing that we're, it might represent the opposite. And with Collider, the bloke who owns Collider, whose reputation hangs on his word of advising and reviewing movies, I think if he's saying it's good, then I'm not too concerned, in all fairness. Dun, 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 dun. Francis Quainu, is Dark Fate filmed in digital or film, and could it have some effects on how the movie looks connected to the first two? It's going to be digital. I mean, that was one thing I was concerned about when I saw the behind the scenes. Is, well, first of all, the movie's digital and it's 3D. We're getting a 3D movie as well. So it'll be 2D and 3D. What I was worried about though is, if you notice in the behind the scenes footage, the trailer that actually looked better than the trailer, all these cameras are on big rigs, and and I know they've got to put CGI in and stuff like that, but that concerned me, because if they're on these big rigs and there's all this smooth camera angles and stuff like that, that can be quite distracting. It's better, and it distances you. I think, like in Terminator 1 and Terminator 2, a lot of the camera work was handheld, and it makes you feel like you're in, you're in with the action. You're in there with it. You're in there with the action. That's what handheld should be. And with the background all being on these big, massive rigs just to hold a camera, I wasn't too happy about that and the behind the scenes. Not saying that it's going to affect the movie and make it crap. I understand why they're on these rigs, so they can get the scene that they wanted for the CGI and stuff like that. It's just, you feel more involved if the camera's up close and shaking a little. But then you can get these movies that have that shaky camera effect, and it's too much, where they try and shake so much that you can't even see what's going on. JDR, I don't see the appeal in 3D. I used to have a 3D TV. In the cinema, I don't really like watching 3D. If there's an option to watch it in 2D or 3D in the cinema, I go and watch 2D. But at home, I used to have a 3D TV, a flat screen jobby, nice 3D TV, and it was good. It was really, really, really good. Really deep, really, you felt like you could put your hand through the TV, but I got rid of it because it was, yeah. Yes, but behind the scenes only showed a few scenes. We almost saw nothing. which is better as well. Less is more. But if you watch the behind the scenes again, look at the camera rigs, and I'd prefer it if I mean, that's only a couple of scenes, but if we're getting these camera rigs, I prefer close-up camera angles, in all fairness. Camillo, what did you miss? Not a lot, really. I've just been rabbiting on about rubbish, really. I just thought I'd come live because I'm celebrating being 10 years sober today. But I have faith in Tim Miller. I think Tim Miller likes to play games with the fans. He's a clever guy. He did a great job in Deadpool. I enjoyed Deadpool. I'm not a big comic book hero fan or out like that, but it still looked good. And we live in a world where we've got to have CGI. Most films, even normal films like I don't know what's a normal film. Just something crap that's a drama. They have 3D in the background as well, just to save travelling places. But I do wish we could go back to the era of where the film's set, it's set, and you don't need green screen in the background. It's actually set where it's set, like Terminator 2 or Terminator. If we could go back to them days, it would bring a lot of faith back into us. I did notice that as well. Quite a few of you on my channel, subscribers, are celebrating being sober and stuff like that. So congratulations to you guys. It is a hard work, but it's also rewarding work staying sober. You soon realise that, God, it was actually really, really the wrong idea drinking. I started drinking because my dad died, and then I ended up 15 years drunk. But yeah, thank you for everyone for my congratulations or wishing me well. Thank you to everyone that is a subscriber. Thank you to everyone that always comments. And everyone that supports the channel, everyone that's donated to the channel and helps the channel out, helps me stay a creator, helps me want to do these videos, you know, with the positive energy and stuff like that. It then gives me that boost to want to make videos for you guys. I'm trying my best to become a bigger channel. It's just that it's hard work. Believe it or not, it's actually hard work running a YouTube channel. Mentally exhausting because you're always racking your brain thinking, right, what's the next video? What do people need to know? What don't they know? Do they already know this? I'm wasting my time doing this. And it's a constant battle to stay relevant and try and be relevant. And you guys that have been with me from before I used to reveal my face, thank you. For you guys that have just joined me today, thank you. But I do appreciate everyone that supports and subscribes to the channel. It means a lot, and it does mean a lot as well. And you'll see all the people that are in blue, they're part of Unit 6 now. They are my, what you call, moderators. They're people that have donated to the channel and helped the channel out. So respect to you, Unit 6. Randy Gilmore, you've been around a while. Yeah, I recognise, that's what I mean. I do recognise your names as well. It's not like you comment and you're not noticed. You guys, I do remember your names, you know what I mean? It is, yeah, very much. You're all noted, especially the regulars. It does mean a lot, honestly, it does. James Cox, keep doing it, mate. I joined in May and found yours by accident, and I've watched every video every day and have you on notifications. It's getting my excitement up for the new film. Good. That's my intention, to keep people buzzing for the film. It annoys me, these channels that are promoting hate towards Terminator Dark Fate. Yes, we've had an underwhelming trailer. Yes, there's a few things that we don't like and didn't want to see, hence jumping around with a lack of gravity. It doesn't warrant promoting hate. It doesn't warrant convincing people that, right, this movie's going to be shit, don't go to the cinema, hence then messing up the franchise because people have been convinced not to go. You know what I mean? How dumb a move is that? So yeah, so I'm not blind. I get it. I get what's going on with the Terminator Dark Fate franchise, but I'm trying my damnedest to promote it, to get people to go and, you know, be excited for this movie. I want people to be excited for this movie. I'm not going to fill your head with bullshit. I'm not trying to convince you that something's good when it's not. I'm just trying to let you know that it's not over, and the film isn't ruined. It's in good hands. You might not like the fate of John. You might like the fate of John, but at the end of the day, think about it this way. Terminator 2 has done the chasing John Connor thing forever, and it keeps failing. So if they're doing something new, don't be shocked. It makes sense. It does make sense. Craig Jones, glad to have you here, mate. Did you see the controversy surrounding the Sonic trailer? I certainly did. It's the same studio as Dark Fate, so they're probably taking note of the complaints. Oh, definitely, they're gonna... Like, it's been proven, hasn't it, with Tim Miller, when we was all moaning that we didn't have a trailer. We was peed off. When's the trailer coming? And then Tim Miller let us know that they're aware. You know, they're watching us, not necessarily me, but probably Terminator fans and stuff like that. So they're definitely watching. They're definitely aware. They might have prodded the bee's nest with John Connor rumours to see, should we kill him off? Should we keep him alive? I reckon they should keep him alive. But yeah, the Sonic look. Brenton Davis. I just want a hardcore bloody movie like the first Terminator. I hope this movie makes me feel like it did when I watched the first Terminator. But I'm excited for this movie, and congrats. Congrats for my 10 years sober, thank you. Patriatry, he's a member of Unit 6. How you doing, mate? Uber YouTuber, yeah, you're right about Tim Miller listening to us. Hopefully he listens that 99% of the fans want John to stay alive. Lee Parker, I reckon they're definitely watching TerminatorFans.com. Yeah, I think most fans of Terminator watch TerminatorFans.com. Whether they are negative or positive towards the franchise, they're definitely where 90% of the fans go to get their news from, I'm guessing. And I am aware Arnold Schwarzenegger is aware of TerminatorFans.com because he's done them a shout out before, so... Carmelo, I liked the trailer, but some people had a problem with the CGI of the Rev 9. Yeah, I think what the problem was, they didn't like the look of it glooping together and the bouncing off the front of that truck, which I can understand. you can almost guarantee now that the CGI will be made to look more pigmented, where each particle will go together, unless there's an explanation for why it is so gloopy, like the mimetic polyalloy liquid metal. But I don't know. I can't really see it. Will it? Do you think the Rev 9 will be an advancement on mimetic polyalloy, or will it be mimetic polyalloy, the same as the T1000? Tim Miller basically kept it dumbed down, like I try to on this channel, keep it simple, and he basically says, yeah, it's basically a T1000 surrounding a T800, apart from, as we've seen, the endoskeleton's hollow and a totally different shape. But yeah, so patriarchy. According to the supposed credible leaker, viewer Anon, removing John Connor's death would be impossible because of the interwoven aspect of it through the script. Not sure if it's true, but he's supposedly seen it. Yeah, we was on about viewer Anon earlier, and I'm still taking him with a pinch of salt, because yeah, he might have been right about a few things, but he also could be a hater. He could have malicious intent. He's got no real credible, honest proof. There is no real proof at all that he's seen the movie. He's sent a screenshot of some text saying that he was invited to see it, but that's anything. That's so easy. James Cox, haven't you noticed that the leak seems to be very T3 story copied? The T800 liked him in the future and was the same T800 helping him in the past. Almost the same, but helping Sarah this time. Convenient. See, that's the problem, you see, is, and this isn't me saying out wrong negative towards you, James Cox. I'm just basically saying this is the problem. Everyone wants a new Terminator movie. They want John Connor. They want the same kind of stuff as they've got in T1 and T2, but then if you end up with the same kind of story as T1 and T2, it becomes a problem and people hate it. But then they don't like change. So it's like they don't want change, but they don't want the same kind of chase thing as T1, T2. They want the follow on. It's so, you know, we're so hard to please, us fans, and this is me included. If anything, we are so difficult, it's beyond belief, and we'll never get it right. It doesn't matter if the chase Danny Ramos around, John Connor around. I truly believe if we're not getting a Future War movie, you're going to struggle satisfying the fans. I'm not saying Dark Fate, if it isn't got a lot of Future War in it, is going to be rubbish. This is not reflecting on Dark Fate at all. What I'm saying is, us fans aren't going to be pleased until we get a Future War. Was that EB Edits? Would basically like to see what kind of Terminator franchise we would get if the fans had a chance to do it. Yeah, I think we'd all get our heads together and get that Future War that we wanted. The Future War that has the same feel as Saving Private Ryan and not Hamburger, what's it called? Hacksaw Ridge, that kind of violence. The nice dark Future War. You know, you get where I'm at anyway, the James Cameron style. I think if all of us Terminator fans got our heads together, we'd bring Edward Furlong back, we'd get the Future War going, we'd have him as the leader of the resistance, finally. But that's dreaming, you know. Dun, 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 dun. Mikey Daniels, I'd love a Future War, but where do you go after that? Do a Future War, and then that's it. Leave it. You know, let it be what it is, and then if it warrants, or we scream for a sequel after that, you let the film dictate the sequel, not make a sequel just for the sake of making money for a sequel. That's not what we need. We need a future war, and then a future war with a satisfying ending, which is we defeat Skynet, which then starts the loop back to Terminator 1. I think that's where we should go, and then if it warrants carrying on further from there, then let it carry on further from there. But I think future war, beat Skynet, then the loop starts for Terminator 1. So probably the prequel then. Future War would be the prequel, would it not? Yeah, it would. I fucking hate time travel when I'm trying to think about it. Yeah, the Future War is the prequel movie with Edward Furlong. You need Edward Furlong. Whatever fate Linda Hamilton has and all that, you know what I mean? And then, yes, a Future War movie, Terminator 2, and then leave it at that. And I think you know I'm right, don't you? Craig Jones, yeah, it needs a few fresh twists. Yeah, let them make a movie, and you can have your twists inside the movie. You know, with infiltrators inside the resistance, and those human scientists or human guys that actually believe Skynet's doing the right thing and all stuff like that. You can implant that all into a future war movie, I think, but it has to be the prequel, and not try and make. Not even try and make it fit into Terminator 1. It just happens because time travel. Yeah, it is what it is because time travel. Who's that? Mohammed Erson would love an anime style T3 Future War film. I had a problem with the Future War sequence in Terminator 3. I didn't like what they did to the HKs. I didn't like the slendering of them, the sleekiness of them. But Gmork, Animatrix style Terminator would be great, yeah. Or are you saying watch Animatrix, which is ace as well? Yeah. Yeah, and that's another thing. You know, we don't need Edward Furlong to look anything apart from Edward Furlong because he is who he is. If he's put on weight, that's because the pressures of the future war and being the leader of the resistance. If he's lost weight because of his drug life in real life, that would still implant well into the future war because at the end of the day, Furlong is Furlong. He is John Connor. So. Adam Puddy never thought in 1,000 years that we would get a new Terminator film, even the big man himself. So you're very thankful for any film. But yeah, a lot of you don't want John Connor to die. I think he should be in hiding. Yeah, I think he should be in hiding. I think it's just stupid to kill him off. But if they do, they do. That's another thing. I'm willing to accept it for what it is. Yeah, so I think that's me done. I think. Randy Gilmore, don't want a fat Connor. No, we don't. But Edward Furlong's Edward Furlong. James Cox, I'll be donating soon to join the crew. Great channel. Thank you. Yeah. If you want to join Unit 6, become one of the moderators, please donate to the channel. Helps out a lot. respect to everyone that has donated to the channel. It does mean a lot. I never thought I'd ever get people donating or like that. I never thought I'd get live streams where loads of people want to chat and join. But I am glad to be 10 years sober. I feel very, very grateful to be alive today. I reckoned before I went into rehab that I probably, if I carried on the way I was going, I had 2 years to live. And then I get rewarded from my boxing having a stroke. Yay. RDDR, Northern Lad. The T2 opening sequence is fantastic. I still see things that I missed even now. I'm doing a video on some of the that opening sequence because I love it. I think amazingly done. It still stands up today. I think it'll always stand up even in 30 years, 40 years from now, because it doesn't matter how advanced technology gets. Seeing the T800 on the battlefield and the HKs hovering over, you can't beat that, I don't think. It doesn't matter how advanced we get in this world today. The gritty, grimy, crush skull scenes in Terminator 2 are amazing. Yeah, I love them still today. Yeah, so salute to all Unit 6. Where we got? Oh, in capitals, he's shouting to be seen. Fred Krueger, without Linda Hamilton, the Terminator series is dead. I'm one of the people that believes that the story evolves or revolves around Sarah Connor more than it does John Connor, and that's my opinion. That's how I like to see the Terminator franchise, around Sarah Connor's story. So a lot of people don't want John to die, but I still think they'd get over it, you know, if it still carried on with Sarah Connor, as long as we've got one of the Connors. Yep. So who's still looking forward to Dark Fate then? You must still be intrigued if you're on this channel. So are you looking forward to Dark Fate still? Have you been put off? How do we feel? I'm 100% looking forward to going to see it. I'll be there as soon as it's open in the UK. We get it a week before America. But don't panic, I will not be coming on the channel after I've watched it and ruining it for you guys. I will not say anything. I will let you know if it's good or not, but I won't ruin the film for you, I promise you. I promise. I can't stand people that do leaking stuff on purpose. I can't stand people that ruin stuff on purpose. I've got no time for those leakers on Reddit. I think they are dickheads, full stop. They might think it's clever, you know, but I don't. Not at all. I don't think it's clever. They need a slap around the ear hole. But yeah, so you're still excited? Yeah, they are. Who agrees? The dicks, aren't they, for spoiling it? It's not good. Yeah, not good at all. I can't take my glasses off now. You know, when you put your glasses on for 10 minutes and then you've got to wear them for the rest of the day as you can't see. That's what I'm in position of now. Right then, guys, I'm going to bail out now. Respect to all Unit 6. That's the guys in blue. Salute to TechCom Unit 6. Thank you for joining me. Everyone that has joined me, thank you. Please leave a like. Yeah, if you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. I post most days about Terminator Dark Fate and all stuff like that. I'm cooler than them idiots on Reddit anyway. Yeah, so thank you for joining me on my 10 years sober. If you haven't watched it already, I posted a video before this. It's a song that I did when I was sober 3 years ago, but I think you'll be quite surprised. Yeah, you'll be quite surprised that it's not the kind of that rap that a lot of you think, oh god, shit, yeah. Check it out. My rap name's Enemy. Thank you for joining me. So if you do watch the other video that I posted earlier, please let me know what you think. Thanks for joining me. Whichever side, I don't know. We'll do both. This is Upside Down 6. Peace out.